Bruh. I'm gonna speedrun Pimple Popper Lite, aka Mega Pimple Popper, in order to beat the world record, because there's currently no documented one on YouTube. For level 10, of course. So let's start the timer right now and get into it. The key is to really just squeeze them. The scabs are a little more difficult because you gotta, like, have direction. You can't just squeeze them.
Why do you do with you goofball?
These blackheads are a little more difficult because you have to scratch them. You can't just squeeze them. These ones are supposed to be bigger boys than the little whiteheads, but you just squeeze them. The blackheads you gotta scratch, and then you can just squeeze them. The scabs you don't squeeze at all, you just kind of peel them off. Sometimes you gotta flick their skin a little bit. These bigger ones, they're supposed to be more difficult than the whiteheads, but you just squeeze them.
Why do you do with you goofball?
These bigger ones, they're supposed to be more difficult than the whiteheads, but you just squeeze them. With the scabs, you don't squeeze them at all, you just gotta peel them off. Sometimes they go quicker than others. These bigger ones, they're supposed to be more difficult than the whiteheads, but you just squeeze them. These bigger ones, they're supposed to be more difficult than the whiteheads, but you just squeeze them. These bigger ones are supposed to be more difficult than the whiteheads, but you just squeeze them. These whiteheads are pretty easy, you just gotta squeeze them. These whiteheads are supposed to be easier than the bigger ones, but you just squeeze them. These whiteheads are supposed to be easier than the bigger ones, but you really just squeeze them. With the blackheads, you gotta peel it off, and then it's just as easy as the whiteheads, where you just squeeze them. The scabs, you kind of gotta peel off, you don't actually squeeze them.
Why do you do with
Makes them a little more difficult. These whiteheads are a little more difficult, you gotta just squeeze them. The blackheads, you gotta scratch it off first, and then you can squeeze them. And there we go, we just did it. Bruh.